What's up, my loves? Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Lisa. As always, I do story times, girl talks, vlogs, and all that juicy stuff, baby. So if those are things that excite you, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you get notified each and every time I drop a video, child. And also don't forget to share this video. Super thanks me if you can and if you wish, and also watch the ads, guys, cause clearly we now have ads on the videos, and yeah, it helps me with this little YouTube coin. Anyways, I don't want to ramble too much, so let's get right into this video. Lego. As you all can see from the title, today I'm going to talk about a topic that I'm sure most of us can relate to, because we all have had friends and most of us have not had very good experiences when it comes to friendships and all the backstabbing and the bad energy. And yeah, today I want to talk about the signs that those so-called friends of yours, those people you call friends, they actually don't like you. And there is nothing worse like being with someone you call a friend who secretly hates you, who secretly wishes you bad. That's why today I'm here to tell you the giveaway signs that that person is actually not your friend and you need to run for your life, girl. Number one, in case of any argument, they are very eager to go out, maybe on social media or to other people, and tell your business, everything you told them, most of your secrets. When we have friends, we usually tend to let our guard down, and you tend to tell your friends some of your secrets, some of your innermost secrets, because you trust this person, especially the friends that we feel we are close to, right? But you should watch out for friends that are always so quick to go on social media and tell your business simply because you had an argument, simply because you had a small fallout. Before you know it, this girl is on social media telling the whole world how she actually used to lend you money, how you actually used to borrow her clothes, how sometimes you used to go to her house, and eat her food. Like, she's being petty. She's telling each and every business of yours, to whoever wishes to know. She's, throwing out your dirty laundry. She's running her mouth to people about you. Let me tell you guys, anytime a person is very quick to throw out your dirty laundry and utter out all your secrets simply because they are angry with you, that person was never your friend. That person low-key doesn't like you, and they were always waiting for this moment. They were always waiting for the perfect time to actually go out and do that shit to you. Because I don't care how angry you are, I don't care how much we have argued, you should stay loyal. Like, loyalty should stay even on bad terms. That's when you know that someone actually is your true friend and they really like you. If that person stays loyal even on bad terms. For the friends that are so quick to utter out your business, don't befriend such people again. And it's funny because even after, I see girls that go on social media and, they tell their business, they tell each other's business, and before you know it, they are back friends. Baby, if you tell my business on social media simply because we fell out, there is no going back. Like, I don't care what you say, I am not refriending you again, because now I can't trust you. I can't trust you when I know in case of any argument, like, you're going to go telling my business to whoever needs to hear. You're going to throw out my dirty laundry. Like, no, there is no coming back from that. I don't know how you do it, but as for me, there is no coming back from that. Like, once you do that, we are done. And it's not only social media. Even when I hear things I only told you, and I hear them among people, people I didn't expect to know these things. Like, why do you go out running your mouth to people about my business simply because we fell out? Why? Because one thing about me, I am going to stay loyal even on bad terms. I expect the same energy back, right? Anyways, let me not waste a lot of time on point number 1. I'm sorry I wasted a lot of time on that point because I just felt like I needed to emphasize it. But anyway, yeah, let's go on to number 2. I don't know why this really irks me so much. Friends that act different when y'all are around other people. Have you ever had that friend that when you're just one-on-one with her, like when you're with her, like it's all good energy, you know she's good, you know she talks to you well, you know she's a good person when she's with you, but for some reason once you have other company, like once you're out with other people, or maybe you're with other, you know, other girls, or maybe, you know, the girls that are cooler than you, that she thinks are cooler than you, or even around boys, for some reason now it's like she's dissing you in some way, you know. It's like even the way she talks to you changes, you know. It's like she's not the friend you know. I don't know if you guys get that point. Like, why are you being weird to me? You know, why don't you have the same energy you always have when it's just the two of us? Why should you begin acting shady when other people are around, you know? And I really hate such friends because it's like, why are you showing out? And you know why they usually act like that? It's because they don't think you're that cool, you know. For some reason they think you're lame, and you know they want to show other people that actually it's like they're just helping you to be your friend, and they don't like you like that, but for some reason it's like you're tying yourself on them. I don't know if you guys get that point. So they try to show out, and they try to make it seem like you're buying their friendship, and they can talk to you anyhow, and for some reason you bear the disrespect because they want to act like the big pin, you know. They want to act like they are your boss or something. I don't know if you guys get this point, but I know if you get it, you get it, and I know you can relate. Like, stay away from such friends that always act weird and shady when you're around other people. Like, why are you being weird to me? Why are you being weird to me, girl? Coming on to number 3. They never show up for you. They never show you any support, be it on social media, be it in your business, be it like they never show up for you. But for some reason, you see them showing up for others, you know. They are other friends. Like, it just like the math just isn't mathing, you know. For this point, I actually want to give an example. Like, I had a friend, actually I had friends, right, that on their birthdays I used to, you know, post their pictures with this very long caption, and you know, pouring out my heart, and you know, expressing how much, you know, they mean to me and how much I love them, and you know, wishing them the best of birthdays, and you know, just expressing myself and making sure that they know I love them, and you know, making it known that I actually appreciate them, and you know, I'm proud of them, and I love them, and you know, all that stuff, you know, all those things that, you know, friends do for their friends on their birthdays. Yeah, like I was always, you know, by 12, by the time the clock, you know, gets to 12 and I see that it's 12, I'm already, you know, on social media trying to write that long post, and you know, that very long caption on their picture, so that, you know, by the time they wake up in the morning, they see that, you know, I posted them and they feel loved. But you know what's sad? When it came to my birthday, like, it was just like, sometimes they would not even post me. Sometimes they would just send a message in my inbox of happy birthday, dear. And it's really sad to talk about it now, because I realize how, you know, how bad I was treated, and how much anyway, I don't want, because we live and we learn, so I don't want to overbeat myself up because of that. But now I learned, you know, I know better now, because when it came to my birthday, I only got a happy birthday, dear, and these people never even used to post me. Most of them never even took their time to post even if a single pic of me. And remember, I always used to go out and post these people all over my social media with all these long ass captions. On my birthday, I would just get a happy birthday. Some would just write HBD. to stand for happy birthday. And once you get that energy from people, like people that don't reciprocate, the energy, the love you show them, like those people don't like you. Those are not your friends. Trust me, those are not your friends. You should be friends with people that actually like you. A real friend is going to, go out for you. A real friend is going to show up for you. A real friend is going to make sure you feel loved, especially if you're making them feel loved as well, right? They are not going to make you feel like they are just tolerating you. Also, when it comes to your social media posts, those friends that never, like your posts, they never comment on your stuff, but for some reason, you always see them under their other friends' posts, hyping them up and, commenting and, liking and sharing their stuff. But when it comes to you, nothing. Even if you post, the firest of all pics, like they will never like or comment on your stuff, and you still think those are your friends. You still think those people like you. Hey, show me, wake up, open your eyes, my dear. Hey, coming on to number 4, they are cool with most people that don't like you. Now, I don't care what anyone says. I don't care, because I know most people will be like, you don't have to, they don't have to stop being cool with other people simply because other people don't like you. Most people love saying, you shouldn't recruit, other people to, hate other people. I don't know. There some people want to twist this whole thing to make it seem like it's okay for your friend to be cool with people, with your ops, basically. And guys, help me understand this. How are you going to be cool, with people? Like, how are you going to be friends with people that don't like me? People that sit around and, tarnish my name. People that talk bad about me. And you tell me you like me. For some reason, if you're with those people, it means at some point, you're also going to talk ill about me, right? At some point, you're also going to, like, you just can't tell me you like me and you're around people that hate me. You're around people that wish me bad. You can't tell me you wish me good when you're surrounded by people that, don't wish me good. Like, it just doesn't make sense, guys. It just doesn't make sense. And I feel this is just self-explanatory, so I won't even waste a lot of time on it. Beware of friends that are cool with most people that don't like you. And usually these so-called friends, they want to act like they are neutral on every side. Like, I'm cool with everyone. Like, I have no issue with you, but I also don't have an issue with them. They want to act like the cool ones on each side. Like, bitch, pick a side. Pick a side. If you're going to be my friend, there is no reason why you should be, hanging out with my ops. Like, it just doesn't add up. And yeah, I don't care what anyone says, but to me, that is very weird. And if you're my friend and, you're friends with my ops, I'm going to take it that you don't like me. And, I'm going to look at you sideways. I'm definitely going to look at you sideways. Honestly. And guys, that brings me to number 5. It is always a competition. Like, when it comes to that friend of yours, like, they make everything with you a competition. It's like they can never be happy for you. Have you ever had a friend that each time you try to tell them, your successes and, the things you're doing and how you're succeeding, like, for some reason, like, they always want to, turn the light back to them? Like, it's always a competition. Like, can't we just be happy for one another without, trying to compete with each other? And one thing about me, once I begin to get that, feeling that you're secretly in competition with me, like, I am going to distance myself from you. Because one thing about a friend that will be in secret competition with you, it's going to reach a point and that like it's going to turn into jealousy. You know, I was watching this one YouTuber, and she said that when she had just started, you know, her YouTube channel, she had this one friend of hers, her best friend, who, you know, used to always comment on her, you know, on her videos, and, you know, show support to her, and, you know, go all out for her, like her videos, share her stuff. But when her channel actually, you know, began to get attention and it began to grow, the friend stopped supporting her. Like, she stopped commenting on her videos, she stopped, you know, sharing, she stopped commenting on her stuff, and, you know, sharing her link. And, you know, it's funny because I could relate so much. You know, I too had that same experience with, you know, most people, most so-called friends of mine. Like, when I had just started out on here on YouTube, like when I had very few subscribers, like I always had friends that, you know, were always supporting me, and, you know, always, you know, reposting my links and doing all that stuff, like, and I genuinely appreciated the support. But, you know, once I began, you know, picking some bit of momentum on here, and, you know, my audience, you know, grew a little bit bigger, and, you know, I got monetized, and now they know that, you know, like I'm going somewhere, I'm actually monetized on here, you know. Like, for some reason, the support just, it went totally off. Like, they stopped completely supporting me. They stopped watching my videos. Before, they even used to, you know, share my links. None of that anymore. Like, they don't, like, even if you post, you know, links, I'm very sure they don't even bother to watch. Or maybe they do, but they just choose, you know, not to show it. Just choose not to, you know, repost and, you know, comment on my videos. And I say this to say that people will support you when they feel that you're not a threat to them, you know. But once they feel like you're over succeeding to a point where you're becoming a threat, you know, you're getting to a point where it's threatening to them, especially if they also want to be in the same field as you, if they also, like, if they are also trying to do that, if they are also trying to do the same thing as you, and, you know, they see that you're already succeeding at it and they are not yet there like you, right? Those people are not going to support you, and those people are not your friends. That's a clear sign that those ain't your friends, and they don't like you think they do. And yeah, I know it might be hurting, but cut them off. Like, those ain't your friends. Trust me, I know most of you don't want to believe this, and it may be hard to digest, because I have been there, I have experienced it, and I actually know it's really hurting, you know, it's very hurting. But like, at some point you just have to, you know, accept reality and know that some people are just not your friends. Like, they just don't like you like you think, you know. They don't like you. Those ain't your friends, girl. They ain't your friends. That's the bitter truth. Now, coming on to number 6, they don't consider your feelings. You know, they are inconsiderate when you express your feelings. Let me tell you, a true friend, you may agree to disagree, but for some reason, like, they are going to respect your feelings, you know. They are going to try to understand where you're coming from in case you express that, you know, something they did, like, hurt your feelings, or you didn't like the way she, you know, talked to you when you were out in public. Like, she may not, like, she may feel that the way she talked to you wasn't that bad, but for some reason, even if she feels like she didn't offend you, if you say that she offended you, she's going to, you know, respect your feelings, and she will, like, it won't be too much of a problem to just apologize, you know, and say sorry. Like, let me tell you, a friend that doesn't like you, she's not going to acknowledge your feelings. Like, they are going to dismiss you off, and they are going to make you feel like, you know, you're overreacting, and, you know, you're overthinking stuff. Like, trust me, girl, that ain't your friend. A true friend will put your feelings into consideration. Coming on to number 7, they try to talk to every guy you have dated before. Like, you, hey guys, this, by the way, this is a very valid point. They try to talk to all the guys you have, okay, not all, because they may not have access to all, but they try to talk to most guys that you have dealt with before. let me tell you, a true friend can never date your ex. And that is just a fact. A friend that truly loves you can never go for a guy that they know you once liked. Because as my friend, like, you know how I felt for this guy. You saw me, going through all these emotions with this guy. How do you think I'm going to feel when I see you with the same guy? My guy, even if he's an ex, like, why are you dealing of all the guys in the world? Why should you go for my ex if you were truly my friend? That friend doesn't like you. That girl doesn't like you. Take a trash bag and throw the whole friend away, because girl, I'm sorry to break it down to you, but that ain't your friend. That ain't your friend, girl. Then guys, coming on to number 8, they make it a point to pinpoint out your flaws, and they basically broadcast your flaws and your insecurities, especially when you're in public. They make it a point to remind you of how fat you are. They make it a point to always remind you of your insecurities, and how fat you are, how skinny you are, how you got all these pimples on your face, and how your skin is actually looking worse each and every day. Like, if you're my friend, you already know how bad I am trying to make things work. You already know how much I am insecure about my skin or my weight, or whatever thing you're struggling with. Like, the least you can do is be kind to me, and not always throw it in my face and remind me of all these insecurities and all these flaws that I am battling with. Trust me, a friend that always reminds you of your insecurities and throws them in your face, and they don't mind if you're out in public. They are going to say it out loud. You could be at a gathering and they're like, oh my god, Lisa, your pimples are getting worse. Like, your skin is actually getting worse. Like, look at that pimple on your face. And they already know how insecure you are. They already know how bad you're trying to work on it, but for some reason, like, they don't have any grace towards you. They are merciless when they are talking to you. Those ain't your friends. That friend doesn't like you, and that is just a giveaway sign. Then guys, coming on to number 9, if you get the intuition, like, if you get that feeling that your friends don't like you, if you get that feeling, especially ladies, like, we always have that feeling. There is something that someone will do and you're like, but this person doesn't like me, like, this is not my friend. Trust me, trust your intuition, believe that feeling. Like, the mere fact that you have that feeling that that person doesn't like you and she ain't your friend, just trust that that ain't your friend. And me, usually, once I get that feeling, like, I always start to back away a little bit and distance myself, because I don't know, like, about me, I would rather be with an enemy that I know doesn't like me than having someone who claims to be my friend but they secretly don't like me. So once I get that intuition that this person doesn't like me, this ain't my friend, like, trust me, I'm going to distance myself, and I might not even give you an explanation, because baby, my mental health comes first. Because life is too short. Life is too short to hang around people that give you those feelings of I don't know. You get what I'm trying to say. I know you get what I'm trying to say. And lastly, guys, the very last point. They never defend you when your enemies try to slander you. They never defend you. Like, not saying that your friend should always come out and fight your battles, and you can go out and create all this chaos and they have to come to your rescue. No, but there are some situations where for real you need your friends to stand up for you. There are some situations where maybe people are accusing you of something that you didn't do, and if you're my friend, like, me well, and I can't do this, this ain't me, like, that ain't my character, but you're quiet, you're quiet while these people are out here slandering my name and, accusing me of all these nasty things, you as my friend, why don't you come out and, say something? Like, there are some situations where you can actually gauge and know that people don't like you like that, and people ain't your friends like, like you thought. Some situations will actually reveal to you that these people ain't your friends and they don't like you. They actually don't like you. And guys, once you see these signs, or if you have people in your life that do these things, the things I have mentioned, or have these characters, my dear, those ain't your friends. Those people don't like you. I'm sorry you had to hear it from me, but it's not too late to run for your life. Run for your life, girl. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. Anyways, guys, that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to share it with your loved ones and, anyone that you think might love to hear this information. Till next time, I remain Lisa. Peace and love. I love you all. Bye.